Before this video starts, I would just like to quickly say that I have no moral objections nor problems with any kind of developer, manager, writer, director in SCP Secret Laboratory. This video is merely used for educational purposes alongside my personal opinion, so please do not go and send unnecessary hate towards the studio and or the game. If this video may upset you or you end up disagreeing with it, then feel free to comment down below your thoughts, but please make it constructive rather than sending unnecessary hate. SCP Secret Laboratory is the most popular video game branch of the SCP universe, right behind SCP Containment Breach. It has offered many logistical ways of gameplay ranging from, you know what, I want to hop on SCP Secret Lab and have fun with my friends, to, fuck you! 096 didn't even hit me, dude! Nerf! I love this game. I love mainly everything about this game, and I have no problems with any of the developers. I love all of Northwood and wish them the best of luck on their future endeavors. But today, I'm here to give my personal opinion on the 5 reasons why SCP Secret Laboratory is broken. In my opinion. My first reason why I believe SCP Secret Lab is broken is the balancing of every SCP in the game. Now, I understand that every SCP can't be balanced to a point where it is fair, but if you are going to nerf one SCP, or buff one SCP, then please do it to all of them. The best kind of example I can think of here is SCP-939 and SCP-096. In the lore, they are both portrayed as entities who have no clear motive and just want to kill, either to hunt or just to kill. One is a dog and the other is a tall humanoid-like creature. One has shitty bullet resistance while the other has almost god tier-like resistance. One can run at the speed of a human while the other is a NASCAR racer. You see where I'm getting at? The balancing of the SCPs in SCP Secret Laboratory has always been all over the place and completely unbalanced, and sometimes I just leave the game to just play another role because I get, example, SCP-939. I know the stamina bar really helps with chases and such, but it's still not enough to counter an old scientist running faster than a 4-legged creature who is created in the world to hunt. My second reason why I believe SCP Secret Lab to be broken are the spawn tickets. I truly believe that the spawn tickets are completely useless and offer about zero kind of major change to the game. Why do I believe this? It's because they just don't fucking work. The default amount of spawn tickets for MTF is 24 and the default for Chaos is 14. This can be changed inside the file management settings if you own a server, or you can manually decrease or increase them in the remote admin login. For starters, the default amount for both sides is immediately unbalanced. 24 MTF can spawn while only 14 Chaos can spawn. That's 10 more than Chaos. What the shit, dude? Chaos have already been nerfed alongside their weapons, so why haven't the spawn tickets also have been changed? It doesn't make any sense now, does it? I was playing a game as a guard and we killed SCP-173, SCP-939, and got out 7 D-boys and 2 scientists. Doing the math, disarming 7 D-boys and them escaping as MTF gives 7 spawn tickets, while 2 scientists escaping gives 2 tickets as well. The SCPs we killed were at full HP before Chaos or MTF spawned, resulting in 8 spawn tickets. But this is just from my recollection. There were probably more cuffed D-boys that escaped alongside more scientists. With the math, the grand total of tickets we got before anything spawned was 17 spawn tickets, with others most likely escaping, so a good estimate would be 20. 20 extra spawn tickets. And you want to know who spawned? Do you want to know? Chaos did. MTF had 44 spawn tickets and Chaos had 14. There is no way Chaos should have spawned because they had less spawn tickets than us. Estimated they probably had around 20 to 25. It doesn't make any sense. My third reason why I believe SCP Secret Lab to be broken is the Logicer Nerf. Already summed up, it should have been nerfed lightly, not entirely. The Logicer is the chosen weapon of the Chaos Insurgency and had 100 bullets with the fire rate of a normal LMG. And the only reason it was nerfed because 096 could be wiped out by 1 Chaos with the Logicer, which is, you know, sort of understandable. But the whole gun did not need to be nerfed. The Logicer now does 0 kind of damage to SCPs and is trash against any kind of humans as well. You are usually picking MTF off in a distance, and the Logicer is not the suitable gun to do that anymore because of its nerf. I think, personally, that the Logicer was okay where it was, but it should have gotten a light nerf. The Logicer is now the second crappiest gun in the game, right next to the starter pistol, the COM-15. And the only reason for that is because one guy can pick off an SCP who can completely change an entire round if they wanted to. My fourth reason why I believe SCP Secret Lab to be broken is the gunplay. Already starting out, the gunplay in SCP Secret Lab is kind of super dog shit. Most of it is due to aim, but the gunplay between Chaos and MTF is just way too garbage. 5 MTF as lieutenants with Epsilon 11s can defeat an entire wave of Chaos if they aren't able to aim properly, and 9 times out of 10 players can actually aim correctly. With the Logicer Nerf, Chaos are by default probably the worst role to spawn as due to how underpowered they are. Understand that the MTF and the lore are highly trained professionals, and Chaos Insurgency are more of the same, but due to recent updates and patches within the game, they clearly do not follow lore. Example, SCP-096. My fifth and final reason on why I believe SCP Secret Lab to be broken is the stamina bar. Back when Scopophobia was first released, a stamina bar was added to the game for, I quote, interactive with various parts of the game in a better way, and placed more of an emphasis on the movement system without slowing down the overall pace of the game. Already implemented, the stamina bar does slow the pace of the overall game instantly. Listen man, I played SCP Secret Laboratory before Mega Patch 2. I remember games being 20 to 30 minutes long, and 7 to 8 minutes games were rare. Now, Scopophobia is here alongside the new updates, and games that are 7 to 8 minutes long are now extraordinarily common. Why do you think that is? It is because of the stamina bar. Dude, in the Steam patch notes, they were even planning for it to have negative community feedback, so they even thought of making it removable within server permissions. Why do you think that is? It's because they didn't like the ideas themselves and were reluctant to add it to the game. The stamina bar was made to apparently not slow down the overall pace of the game, but it does that in spades, dude. In spades. People bringing up the fact that they added it because it is unfair for SCPs to chase a target who has infinite stamina, but it is still totally unfair for them. Like, SCPs like 939 and 049 are literally bullied and harassed in every game they are in because of the stamina bar. No one wanted a stamina bar, and no one complained about infinite stamina neither. And these were my 5 reasons why I personally believe SCP Secret Lab to be broken. If you disagree with me, great, please comment down below your opinions, but you should make it constructive. And again, this video was to not completely shit on the game because I love this game dearly. I would not be here making this video without this game. I wouldn't have an amazing community if it weren't for this game. None of this would be here if it weren't for this game. Everyone at Northwood deserves more credit and commendations for their excellent work. Just because this video may be negative, please do not let it tarnish your image on this game, as it is amazing. SCP Secret Laboratory is an amazing game with the best community out there, but it does have its fair share of negativity. Thank you all for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, as it really does help more than you think you know. Also, if you have your own opinion and disagree with the video, that is totally fine.